What's up, guys? This is the Honest Outlaw here, and today we're going to be doing another quick mini review. We're going to be talking about a product that I really like and that I would never even heard of if I didn't have a YouTube channel. I was lucky enough to have somebody tell me about this, one of my subscribers, a while back when I purchased my QD mount for my MRO, I think about a year ago. Some guy told me that I needed to try Scalarworks mounts. So I went and looked him up, and ever since then I have bought quite a few of them. One's on my Scar, one's on my AR pistol, and one's on my AR-15, my go-to AR-15 that you see here. There is lower 1/3, which I prefer, and there is regular as well. As you see here, I have one for my Aimpoint T2, which will be reviewed shortly. I also have one for my RMR Type 2, which will also be reviewed shortly. And I believe I have one on a Hollow Sun on my Scar. So why did I get these optics? Well, first, they look really cool, and they're quick detach. If you can get a quick detach capability for your optic, it's a big plus. You can move it from one rifle to another, or just simply take it off to clean it or re-zero it or whatever you want to do. But along with being quick detach, these weapon lights just happen to be extremely lightweight. I think the one on the T2 here is 1.65 ounces, and I think the one on the RMR is actually even lighter than that. 1 ounce is about as light as you can possibly get for an optic mount while still being QD and being strong. I don't see how they could make it much lighter and even distinguish a difference. Even if it was 0.5 ounces, you wouldn't even notice. So 1.5 ounces is incredibly lightweight for a durable optic mount. This mount is CNC'd from 7075 T6 billet aluminum. Now remember, lightweight's not the only thing you're going to want with your optic mount. It needs to be durable and reliable, and preferably with a QD mount, it needs to retain zero when you take it on and off. These LaRue mounts are pretty famous in doing so, and from my experience, the Scalarworks mount do just as well. Now, one downside to this mount, although it's incredibly lightweight, durable, and QD, which is pretty much all you could ask for an optics mount, is the fact that they are kind of expensive. Right around $150, as memory serves me, on their website, and that is more than you're probably going to pay for even a LaRue mount, which is sort of at the high end of mounts. You can get cheaper mounts like Midwest or American Defense that do a very similar job. Now, I'm not saying that these mounts do anything really that any other mount doesn't do. They just do it for less weight. Being $150, yeah, that seems like a lot, but if you're going to use it on, let's say, a $600 to $700 optic like this Aimpoint T2 here, I really think it's worth it. Having a nice optics mount that's lightweight, that doesn't add weight to your rifle, and again is very durable. The optics mount doesn't mean anything if it bounces around and it changes zero on you. I think these, even though they're more expensive, are probably the best optic mount on the market today. For mini optics anyway, stuff like the MRO, Aimpoint, and RMR, I don't think you can really beat these. Basically how these mount on and off is just this little screw here. You just untighten this screw enough to it actually comes off, and then it just comes off like that, and you can kind of see the optic mount in itself. Now, if you're looking at this and you see this little riser here, this little riser is actually off my Daniel Defense mount. My Daniel Defense mount is a regular mount with a 1/3 riser, and this mount I got that was a regular mount. I have the other ones I have are 1/3 co-witness, but I accidentally bought a regular mount at one point, so I decided just to use this riser. But I just wanted to take this off and show you the mount. It mounts the same as any other Aimpoint mount would. You just stick the screws up from underneath. And remember, again, the T2 mounts, I believe, are different from the T1s. So because I know I had to get different screws for this. So just keep that in mind when you're buying them, but they do have T2 mounts available as well. But if you wanted to get probably the best lightweight optics mount on the market, and you don't mind paying a little extra cash for it, and maybe even searching for it as well, because if these aren't available on Scalarworks website, they're a little bit harder to find than some other mounts you might be looking for. So keep in mind, they're going to be a little bit harder to find, they're going to be a little bit more expensive, but they're going to do just as good a job as those heavy duty optics mounts, but for a lot less weight. So little weight, in fact, that you won't even know that it's on there. This RMR, I think, weighs maybe 2 ounces, plus the mount is 1 ounce. So for this entire optic setup is a total of 3 ounces. You're literally never going to notice that. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.